Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So tonight's question is, will Spencer and Esme ever get back together on General Hospital? Now I know a lot of people will sit there and say no, not gonna happen, hell to the nose, whatever you want to sit there and call it. But if you watch today's episode, you can see how overly attached he is to that child like it's his own. Literally, he act like he's the baby daddy. Okay? He wants to do anything to sit there and keep in that child's life. Let's be honest. Esme can pretty much take that child and go wherever she wants, and there's nothing he can do about it. So, do you think he's gonna sit there and want to seduce her? Let me know in the comment section below. I mean, in the comment section. Now, as always, we do sit there and talk about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, and Young and the Restless. As you are coming in, make sure that you do hit the like button. It really does help. It keeps me in the algorithm and everything like that. We're going to keep this conversation fun. It's going to be non-combative, and we're going to have a good time. I'm only streaming for an hour and a half because I got to wake up at some godly, insane time in the morning. Let's do roll call, and let's get this started. LaShanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Spiderquake's in the chat. What's going on? Nicole's in the chat. How you doing today? Dolly's in the chat. How's it going? Alicia's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Cherry Ice Cream, the one and only. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. You know, that sounds, that sounds like some mad scientist-ish right there. All right, so let's sit there and make sure we check all the bells and whistles, make sure that they're working. Make sure we check all the bells and whistles. Okay, it's working. And I don't have to sit there and listen to my voice. Okay, so let's make sure you're working. Jackie P's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Yeah, you're a little too excited about that. Jackie P's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. If you're off your medication tonight or something, what's going on? I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and dictate my paste there. Alicia says Charlotte's one of the corn. Yeah, Charlotte's one of the corns. Open her evil eyes. There you go. Darby's in the chat. Darby says, I want to be combative. I want the F-ish. I want to F-ish up. Dolly says, I'm going to need everyone to leave Thomas and Hope alone. Oh, yeah, no, she was definitely lying like there was no tomorrow. Ambassador is in the chat. What is good? How are you doing, my friend? Lisa, I saw Oliver breathing. Oh, Olivia breathing on. Yo, that scene was wild. That scene was wild. What's good, Jonathan? Thank you for joining. Yo, let me tell you something. Maybe they do need to sit there and have Ned committed. Okay, because like I said, he's not just a danger to himself. He's a danger to everyone else around him. What's good, Jonathan? What's good, Laura B? Yeah, I guess we are good so far. But yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah, no, definitely, Jonathan. Nah, he was on the roll today, and I don't feel. I said I didn't feel bad for Gabby. I mean, don't get me wrong. No one deserves to go to jail for something that they didn't do, right? So part of me was good Melly Mama Heart Queen, and was good Rachel. No one deserves to go to jail for a crime they didn't commit. And that's the only thing that I don't, that kind of sucks for Gabby. Gabby is so smug and so arrogant and had no problem. Um, Spike Quick says that's why half a days. So is Gabby innocent? No, she's innocent. Spike Quick, she's actually innocent. She is actually innocent. Bowser sent all is well, sir. Thank you. Hashtag 200. Yes. Hashtag 200. Seriously. I feel we can do it. I mean, hell, I didn't think we could actually do 100. Um, so I think 200 is definitely possible. You know, was good. Was good, Rachel. Inspired Quick said, "Who killed Lee?" And that is the $1 million question. I wish, honestly, to tell you, I can't even sit there and guess who killed them. I mean, granted, the guy has came across like a dick, so maybe it was Melinda. Maybe it was Melinda. Nicole said, "I thought the alpha was cute on GH. Who was the alpha?" Johnson says, and Gabby and Stephanie would have painted Kristen as an abusive mother if she didn't give them. See, and that's the thing, Jonathan. This is why I don't really feel bad for Gabby. It's like, yeah, that sucks. Very good. And it's not. It sucks to go to jail for a crime you didn't commit. But Gabby is so smug and arrogant and done some pretty effed up stuff, even to Kristen, which Kristen isn't the same, but damn. As a mother to mother, you would still do that just to get what you want. Right quick says Bell was going in on EJ. So what happened after? Nothing. Here's the thing, Spike Quick. I think she tried to bluff him into dropping the charges, and he felt like he can win. So her bluff tactic didn't work. That's what wound up happening. Lashanta said, "Tell me how Lee stabbed himself in the back." Yeah, I'm very curious about that too. Yep, exactly, and I agree. Oh, you mean a baby? Okay. Rachel says, "I know the universe don't mix, but I believe Charlotte Castle could sneak over to Salem and off people." You know what? I can see that as well. Police said I wasn't a fan of Sasha's fashion suit outfit. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't her, Alicia. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't her. Dory says, if someone gets a disease stage, there, Brooke is going to blame Tom. Yeah, she would blame Thomas for anything at this point. Spike Quick says, well, they have a lot of evidence against her. Yeah, no, they do. Exactly, and that's the thing, Spike Quick. That's why he didn't go for her bluff because he knew, like, yeah, I'm going to win this case. The fact that she tried to count on a bluff tactic to get him to back down was almost kind of funny. Very true. Very true. LaShanta Johnson said today was the last day for both the actors who played Gabby and Belle. Really? Well, that's interesting. So are you're basically saying that they're not going to be in any more scenes moving forward? Is that what you're saying? Spy Quick says, "I bet who's better, Diane or God's lawyer?" I would sit there and say Diane. Spy Quick. I would sit there and say Diane. I mean, to be fair, I only watched 2 years, so I don't know all the things that Belle accomplished, but I definitely got to go with Diane. That's just my educated of 2 years guessing. But Belle doesn't seem like she has really a good track record. I could be wrong. Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong about that. Wow, that's crazy, Jonathan. Hmm. I mean, to be fair, I feel like Diane is probably the best lawyer um throughout the soap universe in general. Lobby says it's readable that Brooke badmouth Thomas in front of Reg, and they are still together. Yeah, that's incredible. Yes, I was wondering what you meant by that. Blackmon, how you doing tonight? Lisa, any bets on when the first Anna's Sunny Kiss takes place? I know, AB not shipping, but I'm looking forward to it. I don't see that happening, but I've been wrong before. Johnson says, but Gabby is certain to be recast soon because they're not going to leave this mystery unsolved. You think so, Jonathan? They did. Remember when Hope left Salem and she didn't come back until Beyond Salem came? And that was a long time. Think about the Hope situation and then go back to it. Like Quick says, what happened to Gabby after? No, she got transported to jail pretty much. Gabby and her husband had one last moment together, and now she's pretty much off to jail. Lashanta said Diane's better than Alexis. Really? That's a good question. Jolie said Diane's the best lawyer and Jada is the best cop. Who's the best soap doctor? I, you think Patrick? I would sit there and say maybe Patrick Drake. I would say maybe Patrick Drake. I would sit. I would sit there and say maybe Patrick Drake from General Hospital. Mel says I can't believe that Belle wanted to represent Gabby if only she knew what Steph and Gabby did to Brady. Oh, I think she still might though. I think she still might. Debbie says, how about Michael Bowen, Victor Newman's go-to lawyer? Oh, you know what? That's actually a really good point. And you know, Victor only hires the best. Laura B says, I was so frustrated, Spencer Tay, he didn't even listen to Laura that asked me moved out. Yeah, I'm at a point where he's Spencer's just being stubborn and pig-headed, and it's just getting annoying at this point. He doesn't listen to anyone when it comes towards Ace. Elise says Sonny and Anna spend more time together the past couple of weeks than their entire time on GH. I mean, I can see that. I would sit there and say maybe stubborn Spider Quake. Like Nina, let's be honest, Nina, when it comes to a delusion, Nina is categorized in the delusional part. Elise says I think Kayla might be the best because her specialty especially is whatever the story calls for. Okay, very very good point. Johnson says, and when she gets out, we'll have a new Gabby. Someone mentioned that the show was in the process of looking for a recast. Wow. It's actually very interesting because you know they don't normally recast. Like Days don't really do a recast. They unless unless they really have to. Unless they really have to. They don't generally tend to do recasting. LaShanta says I think Spencer will use that fake evidence against Esme. It's a possibility. Spike Quick says Nina isn't that wrong though when it comes to Nell because if Nell knew about Nina, maybe she would have been different. Nope, she wouldn't have been. Sorry, I'm gonna disagree on that one, Spider Quake. Because Nina actually testified against Nell because she saw what kind of person that Nell was. Like, yeah, okay, maybe if she knew when she was a baby, but as an adult, nah. Nell was gonna be exactly who she was gonna be. Johnson says EJ is a recast. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was saying. That's what I said, unless they really have to. Wow, really, darling? Very interesting. The amazing, gorgeous, sexy Queen Janice in the chat. How you doing tonight? You know how to say hi to you. Flat Quick says, Albert, if Luke and Franco can be forgiven, uh, no, could have been too. I mean, she could have been forgiven. That's very true. Although I'm not gonna lie, Spider Quick, I scratched my head when people forgave Luke and Franco. But I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that, Spider Quick. I get that. No, so I'm happy that Devon and Nate reconciled their relationship. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with. I'm happy with that as well. That's good because grudges don't do anything. Um, it just eats away at you, and it does nothing for you in the long run. So yeah, Bobby says I like the scene with Devon and Nate trying to. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said to Mel. Holding grudges don't do anything except it just eats away at your soul. I figured that, Jonathan. I figured that because I heard about the slap. I heard about the slap, so I knew it was coming. I was like, if it's not today, let me tomorrow. Janice says Texas weather rainy and cold today. It's hard for me to imagine that Texas is cold. Maybe because every movie that I saw, Texas is always hot and stuff like that. Yeah, I am too, Janet. I will sit there and say this much though. That dress doesn't work for her. I'll sit there and say that. The little black dress, Janet, it doesn't work for her. Everything else is fine except for that black dress. I just feel that a woman that wears a dress like that needs to be a little more bustier in certain areas to actually pull that off. But that's just my whole thing, Jenna. I feel like a woman needs to be a little more bustier to sit there and wear that type of dress. There you go. See, Jenna, this is why I love you, Jenna. This is exactly why I love you. Johnson says it would be funny if Valentine said, "Oh, really?" Loud. Quick says Albert, Carly, and Nina need to have a sit down and stop their feud. Can you imagine if they actually became really good friends, by the quick? Uh, Jenna, I love that comment. I seriously think that was the best comment of the night. This is why I love you. Always know that. And Rihanna's in the chat. What are we talking about? Spencer and Esme possibly getting back together. More for the fact that Spencer wants to be in Nate's life. So I feel like that's a possibility. I feel like it's a possibility. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I said, Spider Quick. That's what I said. Can you imagine if they were actually um together? Jesse Jess is in the chat. What's good? How are you doing tonight? Spider Quick says so. Albert is yeah. No, that's what I said. It would be really interesting because Spider Quick. In real life, both actresses are really good friends. Do I, Albert? What do you think? Thomas and Hope belong together. I think I, well, I think that she's using Thomas as a sex toy. I'm going to be honest. Literally what Steffi said. Janice said Esme wearing those cute shorts, tight dress is a distraction for him. Yeah, he was checking her out a couple of times. He was checking her out a couple of times. Johnson says, "What do you think happens with Ace if Nicholas comes back?" Um, I think it'd be a legal battle. It will definitely be a legal battle. Earlier says Carly transferred all her negative feelings from now into Nina. I don't think who will ever be friends. Well, here's the thing: people said that about Sam and Carly. People said about Sam and Carly. Even even now, when Drew goes to jail for Carly and Scout is missing out on her father, they're still friends. They're still friends. Ron says, "LOL, Taylor said exactly what you said." I love how Taylor just walked in Deacon's place like she owned it. She walked in this man's place just like Steffi did. And Rihanna says, I think it would devastate Trina and the Sabrina fans would lose it. However, I can see this being a family. Yes. Oh yeah, and I agree with everything. I agree with every single thing that you said. They will definitely lose it. Johnson said, just when you think the CW couldn't change any further, they're going to air a presidential debate. I don't think it's well. Didn't they used to do that at some point, though? They used to do that. They used to do that. So I don't, Jonathan. It's it's the NASCAR stuff they started doing that was out of pocket. Oh yeah, no, Lord be no, he was hilarious. He was effing hilarious. That's my guy right there. Just said, I don't know what the f I was watching with Olivia and Ned. Listen, Jess, they had an opportunity to sit there and use a poll. Yeah, it was pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie. And he did that for the whole episode too. He clearly don't. Darby, he watched his fiance get punched in the face and didn't do a damn thing. Dave, why did Ned Eddie jump into the water? Because he lost his damn mind. He was literally hearing voices. Though he says Carly has too many friends, she needs some more people to spar with. I miss when she and Sam used to fight. Janice says Summer and Chance seem boring. Yeah, but honestly, tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie. I did not give a damn about those Nina scenes, those Nina and Chance scenes. I did not give a damn. Johnson says the CW local affiliates sometimes air at the base, but the network itself did. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, I'm smart. Joanna says Olivia held her breath for a long time. Well, to be fair, when she first came to Port Charles, she did sit there and say that she was a swimming champion. What's good, Justin? Yeah. Swim quick said Olivia knows how to hold her breath. She got experience. Yeah. Um. Yeah. She said she was like really good as far as being like a swimming champion. Um. Mel says, "Oh, I got good news. That Venom 3 movie is coming November 8th, 2024. Oh, that's what's up. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Johnson says next week on YNR, Claire will attack Nikki. Oh, good, good, good. I'm with that. 'Cause Jonathan, you know how much I do not like Nikki. Jay Blue says, reminding, look at you remembering things. I completely forget. Yeah, it's just it's something that it dawned on me when she jumped in the water. I was like, okay, she knows what she's doing. Makai is in the chat. What's good, Makai? Even though some people sit there and say that my memory is quote unquote shit, I do remember stuff. Bobby says, I understand the idea, but to literally jump in the water was weird. Yeah, that dude needs to be committed. Jocelyn says, I feel the same way. I really don't like that woman. But, to be fair, the actress is doing a good job, though. So, Denise, how have you been? How have you been, Denise? Duane says Claire and Kiki's coming out. Rachel says, but all that deep sea face acting Olivia's doing. I mean, she got eyebrow energy with no oxygen. Yeah. I'm doing good today. I'm doing good today, Denise. I am doing pretty good today. Season 5 is filming in a couple of weeks, but I love that show. Yeah, that was a show I never got into. I mean, it looks like a cool show. Just I never all the things that I watch. I just never had time to sit down and watch it. Lashanta says Austin's still letting Mason pull his strings. Yeah, no, Lorby, no, I'm feeling a lot better today. I don't, that's the thing about Benadryl. It's like it works and it's great, but it makes it so hard to do things. It's strict. It's like your mind is just constantly in a fog, you know. Johnson says, I remember seeing Wendy smile when she heard that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't, Jonathan, I don't blame her. As much as I don't like her, I don't blame her. Now, to be fair, when she came at Jada, she was out of pocket, though. She was out of pocket. I was like, boom. And then she was like, oh, Trip was like, so you're not going to work today? I'm like, so you're not going to pay any bills today? Because you're not going to work means that you're not going to get paid. Because as I see, Nate is highly pissed at Victoria. Yeah, it is out of pocket. Don't get me wrong. I'm not happy that he got fired because I thought that was BS. And I know a lot of people don't like Nate the Great, blah blah blah. I get it, but Justin says Steffi is the one to talk about Hope and Thomas. Yeah, like she don't know her and Liam ain't together no more. It's none of her damn business. It's none of her damn business. I love it. Now, just I don't know why Felicia is still in this episode. See, yes, and again, fillers, fillers, people that just need to be there to fulfill a contract obligation. But just on that note, the fact that Stella decided to not marry that man because she wanted to be by her family, that made no sense. I don't understand that. You met a man. Yeah, exactly. Justice says Stella dumb as F for turning down that man. Get a life, yeah. Get a life. Wow. Oh, Jess is being a bad girl tonight. Okay. Jess is being a bad girl tonight. I had to sit there and read that. I was like, I'm sorry, what did I just read? Johnson says casual conversations on soaps are boring. They are. Because you know that they're just doing it just to and what's good, Ida? Thank you for joining. Yes. Because it's they're just doing it just to stretch out the time. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said just being a bad girl tonight. I had to sit there and reread that just to make sure I wasn't just reading things. Just as she pissed me off. Oh, okay. So that's what you like when you get pissed off? You turn into a bad girl? I feel like I should probably stop that conversation right there. Um, yeah, Spike Quick. She was looking. Honestly, here's the thing, Spike Quick. That outfit was not making her look good, though. That outfit was not making her look good. Sasha is a very pretty girl, but that outfit did not do her justice. Really should have. No, 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 no. But quick, when you get to be an adult, you realize that there's times where you need to stop yourself. Gabby says, I can't believe how condescending Nick and Vicky can be about themselves when they can point out all Adam's fault and not see any of their own. That House of Dragons season two game of hmm. Yeah, I was never really into that show. Johnson says when characters have conversations, it's better when the subject is about a bigger. Yes, and I agree, Jonathan, because at that point it's just a waste of time. Just say, yeah, no, this fake ass George Lopez. Yeah, that outfit was not cute. It didn't do her any favors. It did not. That's what I was. That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay. Thank you, Twitter Craig. Thank you, Danny. How's everything? How's life? How's the cat? How's your YouTube channel? I want to know. Ariana says, "Stop yourself from what? Not loving in the afternoon." Yeah, something like that. Fake ass George Lopez. Okay. Duane says, "I want to see Anna slap Valentine." Well, then you better tune in tomorrow then. Now, Lashanta said this is the second time Stella missed out on marriage. Yeah. And the thing that blows me is that she's trying to make it seem like, oh, well, I had to be there for my family. You do realize you can do both, right? Like it doesn't have to be one or the other. That's the thing. That's the thing, Lashanta, that kind of blew me about the second situation. It's like, oh, I had to pick my family over him. I'm like, no, you really did. Lorby says I did have a peg of sympathy for Nate when he was drinking after he was fired. He appeared to want to do what was best. Yeah, he did. But that's the thing, Lorby. When you have to sit there and work for a volatile, unstable man like Victor Newman, you might as well just quit. Danny says stop making YouTube and my cat's doing good. Need to take care of personal and yeah. Okay. Well, Danny, I hope that you guys, hope when you're ready you start doing YouTube again. But take care of your personal stuff and then when you have some time, you know. Mel says I got good news that Tron 3. What? I'm sorry, say that again? Mel? Uh, Are you serious about that? Like you're not messing with me, right? About Tron. What's good, Tracy Staves? Thank you for joining. The live action Tron 3 is coming out. Are you serious about that, Mel? Lobby says I'm on the outside of the baby, Justin. Jackie B says, Albert, you should try is genetic for quiver no. Oh, okay. I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. That was my damn. Jesus Christ. It's like the universe does not want me to have anything nice. Why does it take so long? Okay, thank you. I just took a picture of that. Thank you. Because I need something else. That's not going to get me all super drowsy. What else? I swear, it's like when I want something, I can't find anything. Thank you, Lord. Yes, make sure that you are hitting the like button. I have no idea what the likes are, but it really does actually keep me in the algorithm. So thank you, Lord. Yes, definitely hit the like button. No, no, I'm not. It's just, here's the thing. I actually did like the Tron movie. I actually did like the second Tron movie. I know a lot of people didn't, but I actually liked it. So I'm like, that's what's up. Thank you, Double C. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I was taking some Benadryl. Yeah, Jess, he's really getting super annoying with that. And thank you, Double C. Yeah, nice. Thank you. Yeah, and I just wrote that down to make sure I got that. So yes, no, thank you for letting me know, Lord B. I mean, Melanie Johnson says they also had it. Yeah, I remember that. I think it was like Tron Legacy or something like that, right, Jonathan? It might actually still be on Disney Plus. I don't know. I gotta check it out. I actually really did like that movie though. Let's see, where are we? Okay, so we got 23 likes. We got 23 likes. We got 41 people watching. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does actually help. Oh, that's what's called Uprising. Thank you. Yep, no, I remember that. I just remember the name though. I don't know, Jonathan. If it's on Disney Plus, I may sit there and check it out. Yeah, LaShawn, yeah. Well, you're being nice. I was gonna sit there and call him a dick, but yeah, I'll let that go. I'm gonna let that go. Let that go. Let that go. Lovey says I never watched Tron, but it looks cool. Yeah, yeah. If you ever get a chance to check it out, it's a good movie. You'll like it. You'll like it. And it's not quite no damn well why I said that too. Mel says I hope that you loved it. Oh, of course. Listen, you gave me some great some great updates on some movies that I'm actually interested in. Like It Follows. What's the name of that Superman? That not the Superman movie, but it's like a Superman movie. The kid grows up and he's just he has Superman powers, but he's not good. What's the name of that movie? Let it go, Spider Quick. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm being funny, but I'm not being. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Darby. Thank you. Thank you, Darby, and thank you, Lord B. Yes. Yeah, Mel. Yeah, you let me know about Brightburn too, which I am really excited for. I don't know why. Here's the thing, Darby and Lord B. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of that movie. Uh, Duan says, "What if Spence and RJ had a fight? Who do you see winning?" To be honest, they're actually both pretty big in size. And they're both rich kids. You know what? I'm gonna go with RJ. I'm gonna go with RJ. And let me tell you, I'm gonna go with RJ because before RJ was in LA, he had to sit there and travel a lot. I'm suspecting that he must have had learned some sort of self defense classes or something. Um, Denise said, just popped in to say, Robert, take care. See you soon. All right. Well, you have a good night, Denise. Thank you for joining. Johnson says, what is Brightburn? Really? He, Jonathan, you never actually saw Brightburn before? Think about if Superman was a kid and instead of him actually growing up to be a good person, well, he grew up to be a very evil, murderous monster. So just think about Superman except for not with the Kansas upbringing. It's a really good. I cannot believe you actually never heard of that movie though. Yeah, I was gonna say that too, Spider Quick. Oh, wow, Jonathan, if you get a chance, please watch this movie. Please, please, please watch this movie. I don't care if I would actually have to sit there and pay Amazon for you to rent this movie. I want you to watch this movie. There you go, Duane. There you go. Yeah, Lorby, no, you should watch it. And that's exactly what it's more or less like. Ugh, I almost want to watch that movie again. I have this thing where I don't watch the same movie more than once unless I'm watching it with someone else. But that movie, I would make an exception for. Mel says, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse movie is coming in March 29, 2024. I'm looking forward. Well, I mean, I'll look forward to it. I'm actually watching the second one right now. Like literally, I was watching um, the second one a few minutes before I started the live stream. It is LOL. Kyrie's the one and only. Doggy says Spencer has height and reach on RJ. He does. He does. He definitely does. But here's the thing. I mean, granted, Darby, I'm just guessing because he did do a lot of traveling. Usually, if somebody does a lot of traveling, they have to know how to take care of themselves. Mel says, I got good news that Burn 2 is coming in 2025, but we'll find out the air date. Well, when you know, you let me know. Oh yeah, Kyrie's no, it was good. It was good. Nathaniel came on here a couple of times. We joked around. Rachel says, do your followers chat participate? Has a name? Are we birdies? No. No, no, no. Um that's more of a James thing. That's more of a JLJ Media thing. Um I just love every person that comes through and we just have a good time. Curry says, yo, Albert, next week you're gonna be so happy, just as happy as I am, the young and the restless. Really? Oh, Kyrie's I have an idea why. I have an idea why. Somebody in the chat told me, I think it was Mel. Kyrie says it has something to do with Nikki. Does it have something to do with Nikki getting her comeuppance? Darby says we are called critics of Albert. Yeah, even Nathaniel got that vibe yesterday. Laura B says yes. Yesterday was hilarious, guys. You need to watch the replay. Um, yeah, no, yesterday was funny. Oh wow. Yo, that's what I said. Spider quick, let it go. Because the thing is, it's funny until it's not. Um, Mel says Nikki gets hurt by Clear next week, but yeah, definitely, definitely. Kyrie, when like I said, whenever you want to can come through on the channel, um, we'll definitely talk about it. So, Kyrie, whenever you want to come through, I got you. Spy Quick says, how are you, Queen Mel? Kyrie says, I didn't know that Chance took a bullet for Adam once. Really? Johnson says, Brightburn sounds like Homeland origin story. Yes. Like I think, like Duan said, it's more of Ultraman, but yes, it's similar to Homelander, but not really. Because here's the thing, Homelander's more of a dick. Um, just that they need to do something about that girl. Yeah, she was lying her ass off. I was like, yo. Curry says I'm gonna laugh so hard. Couldn't happen to a nicer gal. Couldn't happen to a nicer gal. So Curry's is so classy with it. Curry's is so classy with it. Couldn't happen to a nicer gal. Okay. Oh, couple of things. Hmm. Seriously, Dewan, Kyrie said it's so classy. Lashanta says Victor will have a fit. His baby gets hurt. Yes, his baby. Darby says Homelander made that girl take her wig off, exposing her scars. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was actually kind of hard to watch, though. That was kind of hard to. That's what I'm just saying, Darby. Like Homelander's dick, right? Brightburn is he's just kind of a bad kid, you know. Dave says, I can't believe you had Mason on yesterday. Yeah, he's a really cool person, and trust me, Dave, I'm just as surprised as you are. Johnson says, I bet if Adam ends up saving Nikki, she would still treat him like trash. Yes, and you know what? You're right. Mel says, I'm going to hate. I'm going to hate with a purple passion when Nicole gets into a car accident because of Dimitri and Leo and steal her baby tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow. I'm gonna hate her with a purple passion. Okay. Darby says, Albert, that is That is power unchecked by morality. Yes. Yes. That is a very true statement. That is an effing very true statement. Curry says Spencer is a sport entitled prick. He's lucky I don't become a character on the show, marry Esme and adopt Ace myself just to ban Spencer from his life. I'm petty. Oh my god. See, Kyrie, you was missing the chat yesterday. You was missing the chat yesterday. Jess was like 45 minutes into the live stream. Actually, no, technically an hour and a half into the live stream, and Jess was like, "Where's Kyrie at?" I'm like, "Baby girl, it's been an hour and a half, and you just now asking about him? Like, did I miss something?" Duan says, "Since Nate the Great is fired, what's Adam's job now?" That's a damn good question. Here's the thing, Kyrie's, and I said this before. The outfit that they had Sasha in didn't do her any favors. Sasha's a very pretty girl, but the outfit that they had her in did not do her any favors. Bobby says, for argument's sake, let's say it's not Nicole's baby, it's still family to Laura because she is married to Kevin and Spencer has no ties to him. Yes, Janet, it wasn't. It wasn't, and that's the thing. I was like, Sasha's a very pretty girl. That dress is not doing her justice. I felt like they were being cheap on that. Just like I felt on Days of Our Lives when John did not get those strawberries, I was like, bro, you're just being cheap now. I think you were just being cheap now. Darby says Nick is coming back to Newman for Nate's job. Harry says, well, they didn't want to risk letting Maxie outshine her, Albert. You know, Maxie. uh, I can't. Jenna says, Audra's dress was fire. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, Jan. You can put Audrey in almost anything and she would look good. Duan says hashtags those damn Logans. Duan, they're just the worst, right? Krista says hi. I think Spencer and Esme will get back together. Will he ever love her? No. In 6 months to a year, Spencer and Trina will be back together. Hmm. How you doing tonight, Krista Hopkins? Lorby says, Robert, let's do the fist. Yes. Here's the thing, Lorby. If I don't shake my fist whenever I talk about those Logans, there's just no impact, you know? It just really adds a pack to it. Rachel says people in YNR change jobs so fast, and sometimes I'm like, wait, were they doing that? Were they doing their work this week? Yeah. Curry says Maxie hair was completely gorgeous, all natural. Wow, that woman makes me smile. All right, here's the thing, Curry. So I'll give you the hair part. I'll give you the hair part. Barbie says those. Yeah, you gotta shake. You gotta shake. Exactly. You gotta do it with your shaking your fist. That's where the real fire comes from. That's how much you really can't stand them. Mel says, I hope that Nick stays with Sharon at their company, then go back to the Newman Empire. Darby says Audra is a potato sack. Audrey and the potato. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, she'll look good in anything. You put that chick in a um. Ariana says if you don't shake your fist, it's just not exactly. It's just not believable. Thank you, Ariana. Ariana. See, you understand. You understand. That's why I rock with you, Ariana. Lashanta says Lucy don't never be at work. Well, yeah, I mean it's cocktail hour at some point. Ron, those people still have no respect. Look how Taylor walked into Deacon's house and making threats. I'm like, what are you gonna do? You know, Ron, I knew you was fired up when I saw that scene. I was like, man, I wonder how Ron is taking this scene. She walked in that house like she owned the place. Darby says Ira is Maxie paying Kyrie's for for all this free. That's a good question, Kyrie's. You might want to answer the gentleman's question. Kyrie says, I'm glad Taylor was bringing it to Brooke yesterday. Hope is using Thomas to prop up her ego, yet Hooker denied it with a straight face. How dare she? Well, according to Steffi, Hope is using Thomas like an adult toy. Ron says, Kyrie, those damn Logans make me sick. Lashanta says Maxie have those share needs half those shares. Nikki when Claire. I know that Victor has resources to find Nikki when Claire Grace has her and will be Michael to find Nikki. Michael Baldwin's coming back? I didn't think he was actually coming back. Spike Quick says, yesterday I think Dion did. Yes, part two, and he played old clips. Yes, he did. Was you in the live stream or you saw it after? I was wondering about that Spike Quick because I know you know who Dion is. Rachel says, wait a minute, how do you know? Spike Quick says I peeked in for a minute, then left. Oh, okay. Well, you know, Spike Quick, not to, if you're in there, say what's up, because sometimes I pop in there for a little bit. Um, like yesterday, I went to sleep and then I woke up and I saw a little bit of it. So, but I guess Spike Quick, because it was late. It was late, Spike Quick. That's the thing. Mel says, I got good news that Mortal Kombat 2 is filming 2024 before Minecraft. Huh. Well, I saw the first one, so I'll watch the second one. Of course, I didn't think the first one was really that great, but I'll watch it. Harry says, Albert has proof I can compliment Maxie with a straight face. And, yeah, that's very true. That is 100% true. Kyrie says Albert has proof I can compliment Max with a straight face, and I'm not lying. That is actually very true because I did watch the video today and yesterday night. It's a good video. I thought, at one point, I thought that Kyrie was like, I don't know, in a hostage situation or something. Ron says, Albert, how can these fans skip Thomas and Hope? Ship Thomas and Hope. She is just using him as a sex. Lovey says at least Hope is honest where she stands with Thomas on B&B. Yeah, exactly. But the problem is, Laura B, if this was anybody except for Thomas, it would be fine. Because Thomas at one point was obsessed with this woman, it's a little bit different. Duane says Sheila Carter and Ryan Chamberlain, Esme's parents, would be surprising. Hmm, I can see that. Ron says, Albert, what is your take on Belle and EJ scene today? I enjoyed it. I loved it. EJ just being smug like usual. Um, Belle thinking that she can outsmart him, which was funny. Ariana says Hope got a Ken doll. She got an adult toy. That's what she got. She got an adult toy. I mean, an adult toy is what she got. Now, Laura B says, I get where there's concern though when there's mental health involvement. I hope Thomas can handle it like he says. Yes, and that's the thing. As annoying as Taylor can be, I understand where she's coming from at this point. I do feel that she does need to let Thomas be Thomas and just see what happens. Let him be an adult. Ron says Hope's been drinking. Hope's been drinking. Only thing that Hope does, Hope is a succubus. Okay. If you don't know what a succubus is, watch a show called Lost Girls. But that's what she is. Gabby says I like the little kiss EJ gave to Gabby say, yeah, that chick is going to Statesville. Ariana says, well, she's a grown woman. I hope she got an adult toy. Ron says, I'm still confused. Why is Deacon and Sheila keeping their engagement a secret? They're grown adults. Because Deacon doesn't want to ruin his relationship with Hope. He doesn't want to ruin his relationship with his daughter. That's why. Paris says, I love every second of Gabby's suffering today. Her she can miss me with her BS, with her fake as motherly devotion. Hope Mannequin was a more loving mother than Gabby. Damn. But I do agree with that though. Um I mean, don't get me wrong, it sucks to to go to jail for a crime you didn't commit. Not just once, but twice. Right? She's going to jail twice for a crime at this point, for crimes that she didn't commit. But she's also been very smug and arrogant, and that's not something that I'm a fan of on certain people. And I had to think about that. Mel says, "Other hope is nothing but an emotional vampire that sucks the life out of Thomas, which is sick. She is using him like a fiddle. Yeah, or like a sex toy. You know." LaShawn says, if Liam says he wants her, she's going. Darby says, that's rough, Kyrie's. Darby says Gabby is a hard person to feel sorry for. She is. Because like I said, on the one hand, it's like she's going to jail for a crime she didn't commit. And I wouldn't wish that on nearly anyone. Nearly anyone. Not just once but twice. But I mean, come on. That smug attitude, she wasn't laughing and being all smug then. Queen Nakisha, just here for a few minutes before work. That's right. Let's everyone say what's up to Nakisha. Stephanie's big mad at EJ. And Nikisha, I think Spencer's going to use the evidence against Esme. You know, it's funny. Somebody else in the chat also said the same thing too. Somebody else in the chat said the exact same thing. Yeah, Darby, she is very difficult to feel sorry for. Anthony, how you doing? Listen, I'm loving the channel so far. I am loving the channel. I've been watching a lot of your videos today. So, Anthony, definitely keep up the good job and keep up the good work. Ron says Albert Taylor is right to be concerned about Thomas because those locusts will sleep with anyone to get what they want. Wow, that's kind of harsh. Ron says, hi, gorgeous Nikisha. Nikisha got a new fan. Kurt says, I really hate to admit this, but I like Wendy today, especially when she ripped into Jada. I thought she was out of pocket. And to be honest, she may be out of a job soon if she don't actually get her ass back to work. Because she ripped into her for no reason, to be honest. It was like, I was like, boo, you're out of pocket. Like, if you want, here's the thing: if you want to sit there and get mad at somebody, get mad at Rafe because you think that Rafe is going to protect. Um, he's going to be a dirty cop or whatever. Okay, said, "Hey Ron, I finally saw Steffi punch Sheila. Glad it was in the face though, so it went." Nikisha is definitely one of a kind. Lashanta says, "Shake your hand, take your man." I like that motto. Now, Krista says, what if Trina is carrying Spencer's baby, child? And Jess says, I hope not. Wait, why not? Why you don't want that for? Darby says Rafe is going to be a biased cop when it comes to his sister. I mean, well, Darby, has he actually bent the law for his sister before? Laura B says Finn still doesn't know. Doesn't know which Finn are we talking about? Just as why they're young, they don't need to be parents right now. Hmm. You have a point. Oh, yes, know about the kiss. Okay. Yeah, he still doesn't know. Yeah, you're exactly right, Lobby. He still doesn't know. Kurt says her man is a doctor, so Wendy will be all right. Jada has all this sympathy for Gabby, but none for Dimitri, so she can kick rocks. Jesus Christ. Curry's don't play. Ron says Rafe is going to let his little sister get away with it. But okay, but has he done that before though? That's the thing. I mean, because Darby says something very similar. Darby says, I don't know, but I have a feeling he would if he had to. Oh, okay, so it's a feeling. Okay. I guess time will tell. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, and that's the thing I want to ask. That's the thing I want to sit there and ask, Nikisha, because I know that during the whole actor strike that wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing. I know he was going to be in the movies, but then the actor strike happened. So that's the thing. Is he actually still going to be in this documentary? Big Nate. Um, I think Jade was in last place. Harry says Jade are probably going to end up being rushed to the hospital real soon. Can't happen to a nicer. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to read that. Um, the strike is over now, though. Hmm. That's true. That's true indication. But I don't know. I guess just because everything was pushed back, right? Because I don't know when their schedule was, and that's the thing, the case. Because I think Dion Corner was saying something about that. But I don't know. You're probably right, Nikisha. I just figure with their scheduling being pushed back, if he was still going to be in the series or the movie, whatever. Anyway, the strike is over, so that's cool. In case I don't know when the filming will start. Well, then I guess it goes back into my original theory then. In case as far as them, um, Trina and Spencer maybe breaking up. Just that that's a big deal for him. I'm sure he's still doing it. I just thought about the schedules and stuff like that. But Ron says, Albert, I'm a fan of Melinda, but she could be an accessory to helping someone take Nicole's baby. Yes. Oh no, she's definitely gonna be an accessory. There's no could be. She's going to be an accessory. Harry says those Logan women are evil, heartless, narcissist women. If they stepped in the church, they would burst into flames. Now Nikisha, hence me wanting Trina to be pregnant. Okay, so you actually want. Okay, so okay, it's interesting. Um, I would put a title like that, but I don't want to deal with the headache. And that'd be an interesting title, Nikisha. I wouldn't want to deal with the headache though. Darby says, well, didn't everything get pushed back from us because of the strike? And so, well, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Darby. So yeah, it'll definitely be on brand. Yeah, exactly, Lashanta. I guess you have to tune in for tomorrow. Lashanta says Nina gonna get her dessert. Ron says Melena is a blank. Well, I'm glad you actually said a blank because I don't know what you were gonna say, but Carrie says Gabby is more evil and selfish than Nina. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I agree with that. Lashanta says Laura coddles those kids. Hmm. I don't see how, but yeah, no, Carrie's no, I agree with that 100%. Yeah, Laura B, we're all waiting for that. Mel says, Albert, who do you think will get out of Stateville prison? Clyde, Lucas, or Orpheus? Well, I would sit there and say Clyde. Well, no, because if Clyde got a good thing that's going on, so Clyde wouldn't leave. But I would definitely sit there and say probably Orpheus. Probably Orpheus. Darby says probably Lucas. Just as I think she slaps him. Yeah, no, she definitely does. Everyone's waiting for that slack, for that slap. Ron says Melinda Tries is good looking. I'm surprised that she's single. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, Ron. She's a quote unquote boss chick. Boss chicks are very great as far as getting things done in the boardroom. But when it comes towards their personal life, most don't know how to do both. And boss chicks don't usually wind up doing so well in relationships. Just think of Jenny Mai. Jenny Mai, I think that's her name. Look at her as an example of a boss chick gone wrong. Here says Charlotte is a liar. If I was in that hospital room, if she wouldn't confess, I threatened to hide her pain medication. I'm going to hell. Damn, I was militant. LaShanta says, "Look how soft Laura is towards Nick and Spencer." Hmm. Well, I mean, how hard? But that's the thing. How hard could you actually be to two rich kids? Like when you stop and think about it, how hard was she going to be to Nicholas? You know, a guy who was pretty much born into money. And Carrie says, "I'm ruthless. Imagine if I really did that." Well, you're hardcore. I'll sit there and say that much, Carrie. You're definitely hardcore. You're definitely hardcore, my friend. Mel says, "I would love for AJ to punish Demetri and Leo, Melinda and Sloan, and they're part of the kidnapping of Eric and Nicole's baby and paying a doctor to say, yeah, I know. Trust me, I know, Mel. You don't like those characters with a purple passion. Yeah, yes, Spidey Quake, he's hardcore." Ron says, "Albert, do you think that Sheila so just tell Finn that she and Deacon are engaged? Or you think that she should?" No, because Deacon doesn't want that out yet. Deacon is afraid of losing his relationship with his daughter. Yes, like that's what I said, like militant, hardcore. Spider Quake. Harry says, "I don't think I could really be that cruel. Actually, I would do that to Brooke with no problem." Well, yeah, Kyrie's Brooke is a Logan. So what's next? Oh no, 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 Spider Quake. I stand by that. That Jessica be a bad girl. Corby says Charlotte can't talk her way out of it. Maybe they can force her to get help. But they're gonna have to do something. They gonna have to do something. Because honestly, tell you the truth, it got to this point. She got shot because it got to this point. Just says, "LOL, bro, what?" You heard what I said, Jess. I said that you sometimes act like a bad girl. Don't what me. Duane says, "Why should anyone know they're getting married? Why not? Announce them to the world, They're happy, they're in love. That's something that should be celebrated." Exactly, Jess. Exactly. Lashanta says Nina still uphold for Charlotte. Mel says Spikequake, "I'm a good girl, not a bad girl." Ron says, Albert, if and when Melinda Trash gets arrested for aiding and abetting, hopefully Jerry rescues her. Oh, Ron. I don't know what we're pausing, Spider-Queen, but okay. Ron, you are one of a kind. Harry says you and Nina are officially getting married. I don't even have, I don't even have a comment for that, Kyries. Ron says, well, who would care who would come to see Deacon marry Sheila? That's actually a really good point. It's just, I think if it wasn't for the whole Brooke thing, like I said, this good girl, bad girl is just sus as F. I think you're reading too much into that stuff. I think you're reading too much into it, Spider Quake. In case I can't believe they used all that time and money to shoot that dumbass woman. I loved that comment. Spent all their time and money to shoot that dumbass water scene. I love it. Exactly, Jess. Lobby said, who the heck is this Jerry Ron talks about? He was on the show for a little bit. Lorby, he pretended to be Abe's son when Abe is losing his memory or whatever. He was hired to be Abe's son, and Ron really likes the character, so he wants the actor back. Maxie is a good effing woman. Okay, and he says that with all caps. He says that yelling. Okay, Kyrus, you're telling me how you really feel. Exactly, Mel. Jerry was hired to be Abe's son, Theo. But Ryan, the thing is, nobody. Here's the thing: no one talks about Jerry. All the people that watch Days do not talk about Jerry. The only person who talks about Jerry is Ron. Ron is keeping Jerry's spirit alive. Lobby says, "Oh, that one I remember now." Yeah, exactly, Lobby. No one, no. See, you forgot about him because no one talks about him except for Ron. Let's start this with Gab getting his memories back. You mean Abe? Like he said, I feel they wasted the Eddie Main arc. It could have been so much better, but I'm grateful Lois is sticking around. I wouldn't go that far, Carries. No, she's a 10. She's a 10. See, Carries, you can't sit there and say she's not that hot, but then talk about how Maxie is super hot. No, 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 no. That's exactly what I said, Darby. That was just like I can't. Darby says, "What is Jerry's last name?" What is Jerry's last name, Ron? Ron says, "What would you rate Hope?" I was just gonna say a 7. I would rate her a 7. I would rate Hope a 7. Yeah, I would rate her a 7. Ron says they don't even talk about Ridge and Brooke getting married or the optim time. Darby says, "I agree. The Nest story was wasted. It could have been better." Makari says Maxie looks way better than Audra. Anyways, more men desire Maxie because Audra is fake. Yeah, bro. I can't with you. I can't. Nope, 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 nope. This is where we get to. This is why I started snipping asking you the same thing I asked DC. Bro, why are you trolling for? When you start saying things like that, it's just like Printos. Okay. That's what I said, Jess. He's just trolling at this point. Carrie's just trolling at this point. Even Jess knows what Audra looks like, so you can't even pull that BS. That's right. He loves both Jerry and Sheila. Darby says if Audra is first class on a plane ticket, then Hope is coach and Maxie is baggage. Oh shit. Are we going off? We're going off of here now. I mean, I don't agree with that either, but you've been saying some wild claims tonight. Val says I think that Cam as Hope Logan is beautiful, and yeah, I don't know who the first one is. One says who looks better, Albert, Katie Logan or Maxie Jones? Katie Logan. Katie effing Logan looks better than Maxie Jones. Bobby says, nah, that I agree, but that is funny way to put it. No, Katie Baby looks better. No, 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 no. That's exactly what I was like. Katie Baby looks better. I just like calling her Katie Baby. Ron says, Albert, hopefully Dee can get Sheila pregnant. LA is gonna turn upside down. So Ron, you hope that Sheila gets a 70-year-old woman named Sheila pregnant. Curry says Katie doesn't look nowhere near as good as Maxie. Now you're trolling. Okay, broski. Douglas says we can have our own round of Jeopardy here, Albert. Yeah, we definitely could. We definitely should at some point. We damn well definitely should. Hmm. Or the Family Feud, Albert. I should tell you, Family Feud would be better. Family Feud sounds more fun. Family Feud sounds more fun. Exactly, Orby. That would be more fun. Ron says Albert age doesn't matter. This is daytime television. That's a nice way to put it, Ron. I didn't think of it that way. Harry says Katie looks like a 90-year-old grandma next to Maxie, and you know it. Bro, what are you talking about? Bro, Carrie, what are you talking about? Darby says, hashtag service says, Drac says, Audra Charles, yes. I don't know why I was going to read Dracula for some odd reason. Exactly. My Katie, exactly, Katie baby. I don't think I've ever actually dated anyone named Katie. Hmm. I dated a Caitlin before. Never a captain or anything like that. Harry says Audra Charles is no Halle Berry. Bro, she's a 10. And Halle Berry is a 10 also. So they're both 10s. And then there's that other chick that I can't pronounce her name. from Soulful. Don't ask me to pronounce the name yet because I can't pronounce the name. But you know the chick from Soulful, not Vivica, but the other one. Yes, yes, the one. Katie Baby looks better than Gladys. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Well, to be fair, Mel, like I said, they're both 10. So, like the chick from Soulful, that apparently I've been mispronouncing her name for a very long time and didn't notice. Hmm. Well, I'll learn how to pronounce the name tonight before I sit there and say it. Carrie says Albert has been Loganized. Yeah, I guess that's true. You know how I feel about Donna, and Brooke still got curves, so just saying. Anyway, as fun as this has actually been, I do got to sit there and get ready to go to sleep. Damn it. But I do got to wake up super early in the morning. So I'm going to put a Riz app, as Jess always likes when I say that, on the live stream tonight. But um, I will be back tomorrow. So definitely come through. And I want to thank everyone for joining. 20 years ago, Holly Berry was a 20. Now she's a 9 next to Audra. We're going to agree to disagree on that one. Have a good night, Nicole. Have a good night, Duan. Johnson says, join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat without the Bostic. Have a good night, Jonathan. Curry says, my queen just look way better than our. Well, they're both 10s. So, they're both 10s. A 10 is not going to look better than another 10. They're both 10s. They cancel each other out. Have a good night, Laura B. Hmm. Maybe one day, man. Oh, I remember there's a certain part. Never mind. Okay, you know what? You're right. You're right, Mel. I should watch it. Have a good night, Anjanetta. And Darius, I mean, I like Jess, but they're both towns. Debbie says yes, it's like that Auburn and Kyrie's. Because I was like tens don't cancel out tens. They just don't. That's why they're tens. But listen, I do want to thank everyone for joining. Though this was actually a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing everyone in the next live stream. So have a great night, everyone, and stay safe. Have a night, Darby. Have a night, Kyrie's. Have a night, Melly Mel, my horror queen. Have a night, Spiderquake. Have a good night, Sexy Janet. Have a good night, Crystal Hopkins. Have a good night, Darby. Kyrie says, well, if Archer's a 10, then Jess is a 1,000. Yeah, we're gonna agree to disagree on that one. We're gonna agree to disagree on that one. They're both 10s. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Nikisha. Have a good night, and Rihanna. Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure to see you. It is always a blessing to see you. No, not exactly. We're just making up magical numbers now. We're just making up magic numbers now. The Spiderquake says, have a good night, Spiderquake, my favorite. Have a good night, Kyrie's. Yeah, I'm gonna just let that go. Um, Yes, have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing you on the next live stream. Laters.